Hey everybody, Joseph Williams here at Jaws Fitness. Today we're going to be talking about how to find a personal trainer or an online coach that is best suited for you, but also that's actually qualified to teach you, because there are a lot of folks out there that are garbage. Let's just call it what it is. And they're promoting a lot of inaccurate information. One of the reasons that I even started Jaws Fitness and getting into this is because I was getting my degree in exercise physiology. I saw a lot of people online that were giving false information or information that was just inaccurate, it wasn't helpful. Basically, too much bro science, not enough actual science. Now, disclaimer here, I'm not completely discrediting bro science. There's a reason it's there. It has helped people in the past. But I wanted to deliver my message in a scientific but relatable way, so that way we can either decipher bro science and give it some validity, or actually apply science and make it useful for you. So before we go ahead and get started, I'm going to go ahead and discuss this guy named Robert Linkle. Robert Linkle is he has his master's in science. I forget what his master's degree is in, but he's certified through the National Strength and Conditioning Association as a certified strength and conditioning specialist. He was a former collegiate athlete, phenomenal trainer. He has his own little personal training spot out in California. Long story short, I attended the Idaho State Conference back in January, NSCA conference, and Robert was there, and he was talking about some of the things that make a personal trainer a successful personal trainer. I'm going to go over a little bit of his stipulations, and then I'm going to add in my own as well. So his first thing that he talks about is earning and maintaining an accredited certification. What that means is going through the NSCA and getting a certification, or the ACSM, the American College of Sports Medicine, National Strength and Conditioning Association, basically a qualification that is nationwide. And you can even go into specialties like USA Powerlifting, USA Weightlifting. But long story short, getting certifications that are well known throughout the nation that give you the qualifications to teach. This is very important. The reason that it's important is because it shows that you at least have the knowledge to get your certification. The next thing that he talks about is thorough assessments. Is your trainer giving you a questionnaire? Is your trainer asking you questions about your previous medical history, about your current diet, about your current exercise, your exercise history? Basically, your trainer should be getting all this information about your previous history, so that way he can take your previous information, apply that to the current programming that he's going to be giving you, so that way you know you are getting the most accurate program for you. Basically the best bang for your buck. A lot of people, they're like, oh yeah, I'm looking for a personal trainer. They go into a gym, the trainer's like, okay, yeah, let's go, 20 bucks an hour, 50 bucks an hour, whatever, and let's go ahead. We'll pop you over on the treadmill. We'll have you squat. Squatting's good for you, sure. What good is that going to do anybody? What if that lady has a pre-existing heart condition and you put her on the treadmill without knowing that and kill her? So what I'm saying is, and what Robert's saying, I fully agree with what he said, or otherwise I wouldn't even be mentioning it, is that you should be doing thorough question, or your trainer should be thoroughly questioning you. Your trainer should be finding out your previous medical history, any kind of current medical conditions, etc., etc., etc. So that way he's not, or she is not going to kill you. They're not going to be programming you exercises or nutrition recommendations that's going to get you killed in the long run. One of the last things that Robert Linkle actually mentions is constant and continuing education. So for instance, are you taking extra classes? Let's say you didn't get your degree in exercise physiology or kinesiology or exercise science, but you did take the steps to go to a local community college or even your major university near you, and you started taking classes, basic anatomy and physiology classes, basic kinesiology classes, little things like that would help further your education, so that way you're a little more knowledgeable on the subject matter. Are you taking appropriate measures to learn those things? And when I say continuing education, I do not mean getting on YouTube and watching freaking Phil Heath's arm workout. Phil Heath's arm workout is not improving your education. Callum Von Moger's chest workout is not improving your education. That is for entertainment purposes only. It's just to give you some ideas on things that you can do. Just because Callum Von Moger's doing dips with 4 45-pound plates doesn't mean that you should, or your trainer should be having you do weighted dips. What if you have a shoulder condition that prevents you from doing dips? I've had 3 shoulder surgeries, 53 dislocations in my right shoulder alone. If I were to go into a gym and a trainer was like, hey, let's do some weighted dips, I'm like, no, sorry. Because that is going to be a condition that's going to be an exercise that's going to be difficult for me to do because of a pre-existing condition. Going back to that previous statement about getting thorough assessments. So it goes hand in hand. You need to have the education from the classroom or textbooks, something accredited that's going to get you the knowledge that you need. Hell, even listening to podcasts from people who have their Masters of Science or their PhD in exercise physiology. Doing things like that is going to help further your education along a lot more than some random YouTube video of, 2-time Mr. Olympia doing back exercises or whatever. I'm just throwing examples out there, guys. No, don't take that at face value. I'm just giving you examples. So obviously, I support everything that Robert Linkle was saying in those stipulations. Otherwise, I wouldn't have mentioned them. But to throw in my own,
all the pain.